Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we're going to talk Star Collecting Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and today we're taking a look at the Ironjawz and having a look at the Ironsunz sub-faction in particular. Now, the Ironjawz have recently got a brand new Battletome update, so we're going to talk a bunch about some of the new units that have come inside that Battletome update, which you can download for free from warhammercommunity.com. But in this video, we're going to go through the special rule for the Ironsunz before looking at a couple of units to get started with for your force, and then looking at some other units we can use to expand upon the initial purchase. We'll then finally finish off the video with a little sample army list of 1,000 points for you to use, hopefully as some inspiration for starting your own force of the Ironsunz Ironjawz for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And so, to begin with, alright, get 'em is the special rule we get, and this is actually a command ability we're going to get for the Ironsunz. Now, you can use this at the end of any of your enemy's charge phases. The unit that receives the command must be a friendly Ironsunz unit that is within 12 inch of an enemy unit and more than 3 inch from all other enemy units. That Ironsunz unit can attempt a charge. This is really cool. It means you can charge in your opponent's phase. This works really nicely with some of the units we have in the Ironjawz force that really want to be charging all the time. Things that, you know, are going to get charge bonuses on their damage profiles, have abilities that work on charging and all of that good stuff. So definitely a heavy sort of lean into the more combat side of the Ironjawz, if there were even such a thing. The combat side that wants to get there really, really quick and get there at all times. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. And so, to get started with for our force, we are going to talk about the brand new Tusk boss on Morgrunter. Now, the Tusk boss on Morgrunter is a pretty solid hero, 14 wounds, 3 up save, with an actual increasing profile for its movement. The Oryx here on the different Morgrunters have a rule called Unstoppable Momentum, where each time they sort of finish runs or charges, so yes, this would be in your opponent's phase as well if you get those charges off with the alright get 'em rule, you actually can increase your momentum score, which improves things like your movement, your kill chopper's rend, and your mighty tusk damage. Now, other than that, you do have the Head of the Stampede, where if this unit makes a charge, you can reroll charge for all friendly Morgrunter units on the battlefield until the end of phase, which is really nice. Headlong Charger as well means when this unit has a momentum score of 4 or more, it can run and charge. And Hack and Charge means you can carry out a special monstrous rampage that effectively will allow you to charge out of a combat if you're in combat with some of the smaller units in the game. Now, joining this, we then have the Morgrunter Gouger, which, if we've got a Tusk boss on Morgrunter as our general, become Battle Line. Now, they can have monstrous regiments, so they are a regiment of monsters. Only one of them can ever carry out a monstrous rampage in such a thing. But you do lose the 2 little sidecars that you can see on this, but you've got, you know, Unstoppable Momentum, same as the other, where you have the momentum score you track. And Headlong Charge as well. But Crushed and Trampled actually gives you the ability to give Always Strikes Last to some enemy units with a monstrous rampage. Now, looking at where to go next, the last of our units here is the normal sort of behemoth slot that is our Morgrunter with Hack and Crew. This is fairly similar to our Morgrunter boss here, without obviously the boss on top, so it loses all the character benefits. It doesn't have the reroll charge aura and all of that, but it does have the same Hack and Charge, Carve a Path, monstrous rampage to sort of charge over. Now, if we're looking at some other units to bring in, obviously, we've talked about a ton of different pigs in this, so the Auric Gorgrunters, I think, are a fantastic unit to bring in for the force. Now, Gorgrunters are going to be in units of 3 by standard. They're going to provide you with a pretty fast-moving unit as well, which is really nice. And they've also got some other cool abilities. Grunted Charge. This is after a model in this unit finishes the move, they potentially can do some mortal wounds to enemy units. Now, speaking of mortal wounds, the Ironsunz have a brand new special named character called a Zogrok Anvil Smasher. Now he's got the option for taking 2 different weapons, and you can actually choose which one he wants before the battle, which is really cool. So this is an option of like depending how you want to play him. Now he's either with his Ward Smashing Chopper or his Grunter Tongs. The Grunter Tongs will actually allow you to get some mortal wound buffs off on your friendly units, where he will need to roll a dust, and on 4+, he makes your weapons green hot, and these will have the cool ability of now doing 6s on their hit roll, will do immortal wounds in addition to any other damage they would normally inflict. On the other hand, his Ward Smashing Chopper is pretty cool. If he ever gets some damage through on an enemy unit, and any of those is a 6 and the target has any wards, he immediately just removes the unit's ward save for the rest of the game. Now, joining him, we're going to talk about Brute Rages. I think the new Brute units are really fun for Ironsunz. They have the ability to run and charge, so definitely going to be able to keep up with all your fast-moving pieces here. But also, you have the Bone Shattering Strike, which is on their Brute Crushers, which can do 3 mortal wounds with only 3 attacks. But I think the combination of Zogrok Anvil Smasher and them allows you to take the Chain Smashers, which are 6 attacks, 4s and 4s, rain -1 damage too, but you get some mortal wound damage in there as well. And so, lastly, here we have our sample army list for the Ironsunz Ironjawz. Now, we've gone with the grand strategy. Wow, this is a pretty simple grand strategy. Pretty much, we need either the model pick to be our general or a battle line unit to be in our opponent's territory at the end of the game. Now, we've got no trial for this force as we are a perfect 1,000 points, so there's no need for that. But our leader is going to be the Tusk boss on More Grunter. Now, we've gone for the command trait Battle Lust. This is one of the generic universal ones, but it does give us rerolls to run and charge, which is really nice. Remembering this model, once it finishes its own charge, can provide rerolls to everyone else. This can save you a ton of command points and let you pretty much reroll charges for all your big pigs on the table. Now we've then got the artifact Vial of Manticore Venom, which gives +1 a wound to our Warlord's weapon, which means he'll be on 3s and 2s, run 1 damage 2 with his main weapon. And then we've got the mount trait Loudon, which actually allows Roar to affect all units within 3 inch. We then also have Zogrok Anvil Smasher in the force. 2 battle line units are More Grunter Gouges. And then we've got a unit of Brute Rages with everything wrapped up in a core battalion of the Battle Regiment for a 1-drop force with 54 wounds on the table. If you've got some ideas for an Ironsunz army though, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And that's the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment down below letting us know what you thought about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. You can use one of our affiliate links to Gap Games or Element Games if you're in Australia or the United Kingdom, or you can subscribe to our YouTube members or Patreon, or grab some merch from our merch stores on Teespring or Ko-fi. All the best ways to help support the channel. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patrons, Broken Chef, Andy C, Grimscold, Colorblind Magic, Benjamin Swallows, James Cater, Mark Harvey, Domir, Average Wargamer, JJ Austrian, Cure Dynamic, Andrew Bowen, Outer and Shot First, Kenny Lowell and Soren, and to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, John Castle, and Gargamel196. Thank you all once again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the